The wrestling industry is a lucrative one for many. Not everyone can find a huge amount of success in this field and end up leaving the industry to try their luck elsewhere. This is true for many of the names that fans have grown up with. It should be noted that even wrestlers who are successful often left the industry for real-world jobs. For example, before coming back to being a commentator on AEW, Tony Schiavone worked in Starbucks. We're looking at former wrestlers who now work regular jobs.
Starbucks? I thought that Giovanni was unless it was a lie, before he came back he was a baseball commentator or something. I don't know. So two or three different things. I remember he made one appearance on TNA back when it first started, and never seen him again. I was surprised he didn't stay and commentate for TNA. But yeah, I was when he came back, and then him and Jim Ross on the same show again. I was like, it's like not WCW, but shades of WCW. When I seen that, I was glad to see him back. He's looking like old times with him. Ivory.
During her time in WWE, Ivory was a standout wrestler, proving she could hang in the ring with
She was something else.
She went on to have some of the most entertaining segments thanks to being a part of Right to Censor. Since leaving WWE, she has made sporadic appearances for the company in the last 7 years. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018, she was a part of the evolution of it and competed in the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble most recently.
Hey, she was in that group with, what's his name?
Might not have reached her full potential in WWE, but in this day and age, might have found a lot more success. Since leaving the company, she founded her own animal daycare, Downtown Dog, in 2007. She has worked there constantly, grooming the animals and training them.
Jessamine Duke. Hell is that?
While Jessamine Duke was successful in martial arts when she came to WWE, she was marketed as one-fourth of the 4 horsewomen of MMA. Duke teamed with Marina Shafir during her time on NXT, but was released ahead of rebranding of the show. Since then, she's become a full-time video game streamer, and according to Ronda Rousey, she pays way more of her bills from streaming than she did fighting with her channel OK Gamer.
I thought about the video game streaming things. Oh, I saw whatever happened to that dude. That big dude. He was a big dude.
When Lars Sullivan entered WWE, people thought he was a surefire monster who would main event. He seemed more than capable in the ring, but before he could begin his main roster stint, he walked out of the show he was supposed to be a part of due to an anxiety attack. He would return later and attacked Kurt Angle, and went on to wrestle the likes of the Hardy Boys and the Lucha House Party. However, he sustained an injury that put him out of action. With rumors of Vince McMahon being high on him, he returned but vanished again. Multiple controversies surrounded him, with him using forums to write racist, sexist, homophobic, and otherwise offensive posts, according to Sports Illustrated. Some of them had even been written after he joined WWE. He would apologize for them. In 2019, it also came out that he performed in homosexual adult films. With all the controversy, he didn't return to the ring again, and it was said that he was done with pro
about
wrestling.
Talking crazy about somebody then turning around and you doing something.
Trainer and strength coach. He has bulked up since his release and has seemingly focused on training.
Yeah, he would have been a monster bad guy, or if he had stuck around. Teddy DiBiase Sr.
Teddy DiBiase Sr.'s $1 Million Man might be one of the most entertaining and enjoyable roles in wrestling history. Managing the likes of Andre the Giant and before that wrestling with Virgil as his servant, his character was one of those the fans love to hate. However, he left WWE and WCW because he had an awakening in his personal life. After that, he stopped wrestling altogether and became a Christian minister. He founded the Heart of David Ministry.
He retired a long time ago.
Churches camps.
He said that
he changed his work line because of the sins he had committed earlier in his life. He wanted to guide others away from these same mistakes he made.
Chris Nowinski. I think that's a tough enough guy.
Fans of the Ruthless Aggression era might remember Chris Nowinski. He was the finalist of the first ever Tough Enough and wrestled in WWE as a mid-carder, but sustained one concussion after another and then was forced to retire. Later, he started the Concussion Legacy Foundation to help stop concussions in sports through medical research and treatment. Since then, he has remained a vocal name among those who are trying to ensure athletes don't have to suffer and lose their careers.
Oh, Bo Dallas. They keep saying he's that howdy dude, whatever his
Morales
name
was
is.
released from WWE in April 2021. This came after he was not part of any on-screen appearance for more than a year. Still, Dallas had already been preparing for his life after wrestling. He set up a real estate business and was working on his farm where he lives with Liv Morgan. During a virtual signing, he had this to say about his future in pro wrestling. I guess this is a good platform to make this clear. I had no interest, not no interest. I love wrestling, will always love wrestling, but for the past year, I've had no interest in trying to wrestle. I've been working on a bunch of other business ventures and doing a bunch of different things that I've wanted to do outside of wrestling. Not saying I'm done with wrestling, or that's what I've been saying for the past year. And now that I've got that squared away and that's in the works, I can get back to my passion. I will be back in the ring in the next couple months, and that's a guarantee because I don't make promises I don't deliver on.
Alright, they talking about they found something. I don't see what they're talking about.
Nia Jax was one person that no one thought would be released. Being a cousin of The Rock, it was assumed she was protected in the company. Given the number of mistakes that she made in the ring without any punishment, this was even supported by the fans. She was dangerous in the ring, regularly injuring wrestlers she worked with, such as Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss. She even dropped Charlotte dangerously on her head in several spots. When she was let go from the company, it came as a shock, but fans were not very upset. Jax said she was taking time away from wrestling.
That's the stupid fat ass fans. We don't. I know my fans too, but they don't know everything. Shoot, she could have went back to NXT or something and brought her back, and then as far as certain fans hating her, well, you go ahead and use that. You got a reason to boo, and you think she's the bad guy, then should be the bad guy. She's rough and tough with it and mean with it. They shouldn't have broke up when her and Tamina was a tag team. Seriously, who would have took them belts? Except for maybe Ronda and Shayna. That's about it. So yeah, they shouldn't have broke them up in the first place because they would have had them belts for a while. They kept them together
for mental health reasons and has been outspoken and critical of WWE. Now she started a business and launched her own brand Army page, which is a similar business to the more well-known OnlyFans. She also said she was going to grow crops on her farm.
She had a farm. Molly Holly. Of course I remember Molly Holly.
Molly Holly might make small returns to wrestling here and there, but she has been out of the business for 15 years currently. She left WWE in 2005 and was later inducted into the Hall of Fame.
She was in that Royal Rumble thing.
Real estate ever since leaving WWE. She has also worked for several different charities as well, including the Minnesota Teen Challenge. The challenge is a one-year residential drug and alcohol rehab program. Holly had special incentive to join the program, as more than 10 of her friends tragically passed away due to drug overdoses. She currently holds a job as the female lead coach in the academy, school of professional wrestling operated by Ken Anderson and Sean Navari.
Oh, Spike Dudley. Forgot about him.
Added as a kayfabe younger brother of Devon and Bubba Ray, Spike Dudley was well loved. He's best remembered for his time in ECW as a risk taker. He was underestimated in WWE because of his size and was not used well, and was eventually released in 2005. Since that time, he worked on the indie scene, but changed his career thanks to his wife. Currently, he's a financial planner for Mass Mutual, quite the shift for someone who used to take it to the extreme in the ring.
Rico. That's
Rico is one of the more memorable stars from the Ruthless Aggression era. He portrayed a homosexual stylist and managed Billy and Chuck. He also wrestled a lot himself, but eventually was released.
He managed
He became a sergeant in the Nevada
I think he managed what are those guys? Roman Reigns' cousin. 3 Minute Warning. Oh, that's it. I thought I thought that was part of the video. That's it. Damn, that was fast. Yeah, they gotta do something. I remember, was it Flair or somebody making fun of Douglas because he had to work at Walmart or Target. That ain't funny right there. I remember, friend of mine, we got into a real strong argument picking at people working at Target. That's not funny. Everything ain't see. That's what I mean. Everything ain't funny. Picking at shit like that. That's he's working at Walmart now. So what? People just say stupid ass things, man. But what's the name? Doing the excess content. I don't know about that. I think I seen a picture or two somewhere. It wasn't that bad, now. Naya, what's going on back there? We see something about that. But yeah, they gotta do something, man. I'm picking at the guy because I said me and my friend had an argument that was that I don't know, thinking she was too good to work up there. How about that? See, like this one guy said, it's not his dream. It's not his dream job. But it was something. I was like, I don't know about picking at stuff like that. That kind of stuff pisses you off. That's because that argument it got hot that day. See, picking at stuff, folks about that.